And we are underway. That one goes out of bounds by Lely. And that will be here comes the corner in. And here comes the free kick coming in for Barron Collier. Lely bobbling it around midfield, trying to control the ball. Lely in orange, Barron Collier in white. Barron Collier on the screen going from left to right, Lely from right to left. Number 7 now for Lely, Fernando Martinez with it, and that is taken away. Tried to take it away, and now it is by Barron Collier. Here's Lely cutting in now. That is kicked out by Mercado. And now this is that's Ajuna going down the field. Go out of bounds by Barron Collier. Lely will throw this one in. This one kicked across the field. Barron Collier trying to get this. Westfall with it. Pass this one back over to Aduna, and that will go out of bounds by the Trojans. Lely also under 500. They're in the same district as Barron Collier. Barron Collier, unfortunately, coming into this game in last place in the district. Very tough district. They came off a tough loss Tuesday to Immokalee, 6-0. Boys will play next Thursday at home to Naples, and make sure you can watch that on BCSN. That one kicked all the way back to the Lely goalie. Looks like that is Aaron Hernandez, the goalie for the Trojans. This one up to number 7, Fernando Martinez. That one goes out of bounds by Barron Collier. Martinez to throw this one in again. That one kicked off by Santangelo. Again by Barron Collier. Westfall trying to get this. Lely, the all-orange, takes this one back. Slide tackle attempt by Lely. Does not succeed, and Lely will just kick this one out of bounds. Santangelo to throw this one in. That goes out of bounds, deflected off by Lely. Santangelo will throw this one in again. Tries to find Westfall. A little too short of a throw in there. Lely takes over. Number 21, Gomez with it. Passes this one way upfield to Martinez Camargo. To number 10. Gets that one up, and that's just left of the goal. And that will be kicked in by Martin. This one going down to Lely again, and offsides will be called. Looks by number 10. We don't have number 10 on the roster here. Deep kick coming in here. That is by Alcina. Kicked over on the right side. That goes out of bounds. Too powerful of a kick by Lely. And a throwing here coming up for Barron Collier. Just about 10 minutes this came in. Scoreless game. Kicked out by the goalie. Shorter squib kick. And here comes Lely up with it. Number 11. Kicks this one over to number 19, Laura. Laura goes in, taken away by Barron Collier. .14 going in. Saved there by Martin. going around. Comes Lely coming in. Number 18. Clean call there. They get it back though. Here comes Martinez coming in. Passes it to Gomez on the left side. Gomez now coming in. Gomez still keeping it for himself. Passes it to number 17. Gengenbach. Over to Valdez. Back to Martinez. Martinez trying to find a way in. And kicked off by Barron Collier. Ocasio gets that one, and that goes over the goal, over the net. Out of bounds, Barron Collier to throw this one in. Maybe Martin will kick it. Deep kick here. Way across midfield. Lely recovering here. Passes that one. That will go right into Aaron Ostler. Solwin, and that will be taken out by Lely. They'll kick it back to their goalie. And he kicks a towering kick across midfield. Headed off by Santangelo. That's blocked with it. Goes out of bounds. And this will be kicked off by the Lely goalie. Looks like this will be Hernandez that'll kick it. Kick just short of midfield over. Lely recovers. That will go out of bounds. Throw in here coming for Lely. Number 10, we believe that could be Ramon McKinney. There is no number 10 on the roster that we got here. Solwin gets that one taken away. Lely come down the field. Down over to Sam Huber. Back up to Solwin. Solwin crosses this one over. Over to Block. Block trying to get that. That'll be Mercado. Passing it back. Lely intercepts this one though. All the way downfield to number 10. To number 11. He goes in and just to the right of the goal. Bailey Martin might have deflected that one off a little bit. Corner kick coming up here for Lely. That one shorter. Headed off, and that will be Alcina that will kind of get that away. Lely kind of taking this one back. Struggle for the ball, and Mercado was pushed down on the ground, and that will be called off on Lely. 15 minutes have passed by. We are still scoreless. Goes out of bounds. Lely ball coming up. Barron Collier trying to get something here. Westfall. He's taken down on the ground. Clean call. Mercado. Excuse me. Juno trying to go in there. Unable to. This one kicked all the way downfield. Number 10 for Lely. Kicks that one in. And Bailey Martin just barely gets there in time to get the save. Barron Collier down the left side. And he gets pushed over. Free kick coming up for the Cougars. This kick is up. And saved there by Hernandez. Hernandez throws this one out to number 10. He crosses this one over, kicks this one way downfield. And that'll be Alcina there. Stop it. Lely gets this one back though. Here comes Martinez with on the left side. Kicked off by Santangelo. That one goes out of bounds. Martinez to throw this one in. Santangelo kicks this one off again and goes out of bounds yet again. Third throw in a row for Martinez. And Lely this time kicks this one out of bounds by Martinez Camargo. Substitution coming in now for the Cougars. Looks like Michael Rodriguez will come in. Rodriguez trying to get this one down the field. Rodriguez pushed to the ground there, nothing called. Here comes Lely taking over. Lely on the right side. Lely to throw this one in now. Martin scoops this one up for the save. This will be Lely. Here comes number 10 for Lely coming down the field. Gets that one. Blocked off there. And this one will be kicked away by Huber. Number 14 now gets it back. He goes in, scooped up by Martin. "20 minutes have gone by. We are still scoreless, 0-2-0. Martin the deep kick way across midfield. And this will be Osler. That'll kick this one back to Martin. Martin kicks this one over to Aduna. Barron Collier trying to get down. Block over to Santangelo. Santangelo kicks this one over to Juno. Juno looked like trying to find Rodriguez. That one goes out, and a save there coming up here for Hernandez, the Lely goalkeeper. Hernandez kicks this one deep, headed off by Huber. Looks like that will be Cena. Gets the whistle there. This one, Martin with the save. Martin rolls this one over to Santangelo. Rodriguez trying to get this one away. Rodriguez kicks this one to Herrera. Comes Solin down the left side. Close out of bounds, and this will be Juno that gets hit down to the ground hard, flips over. He is still down, nothing called there. He's shaking up, getting up. And Herrera with it now. Herrera to Santangelo. Over to Rodriguez. Blocked off, it gets back to Santangelo. Westfall kicks it back. Westfall trying to go in here. Gets around. Over to Huber. Excuse me, Block. It'll be Maria, and he kicks this one back over to Block. Block going in. And that will be Hernandez that gets there in time for the save. Towering high kick, deep kick too, over from Hernandez over to the other goalie, Bailey Martin. Martin kicks this one, another deep one. Here comes Huber. Huber down the field. That will go out of bounds. And a water break coming up here. 0-0 scoreless game with 16 minutes left. We will be right back. And welcome back. Scoreless game. 15 minutes left coming out of the water break. Barron Collier keeping this one a close one with Lely. That one kicked out of bounds. Barron Collier to throw this one in. Santangelo. Santangelo throws this one in. Just off the mark by Barron Collier. Looks like that might have been Solin. This will be Hernandez that will take the kick. Shorter kick than his others. That will go out of bounds. Rodriguez to throw this one in for Lely, number 6. Headed off by Morera. Santangelo trying to get that one. That goes right behind him. He gets this one over to block. Gets this one taken away by Lely in an attempt to over to Cameron Sawin. This one going in for Lely. Number 10 going in, and Martin there with the save. Martin, deep kick. Headed off by Westfall. That'll be Herrera. Over to number 10 of the Trojans. Throw in coming in here for Santangelo. Substitution coming in. Block going down to the bench. And this will be Alcino that'll come back in for the Cougars. 11:50 to go in the first. That goes out of bounds by the Cougars. Trojans take over at midfield. Goes out of bounds. Trojans ball. Comes Lely, number 6, coming in. He gets that one just to the right of the goal. About 6 inches off. Martin to the goalie kick. Two substitutions coming in for the Trojans. Before Martin will have a chance to kick this one off. Kick. Deep downfield, and that will be Herrera. Taken away by Lely. Huber. Over to Westfall. Westfall. Come to the corner. He gets that one up and to the just to the right of the goal. And Lely will kick this one out before Barron Collier can get anything on the board. Santangelo for the throw-in. Scoreless game, 0-0. 8 minutes left. That coming in, caught by Hernandez. Hernandez, a deep kick. Over to number 10. He's going in, attempted to go to number 14, McKinney. Overkicked. Herrera gets that one away. Assisted by Ajuna. Ajuna coming in. He goes back. Over to Rodriguez. Comes Barron Collier trying to get that one before it goes out. Just to the left of the goal. Looks like a corner kick coming up here for Barron Collier. This will be Osler that will kick this one. Perfect opportunity here for Barron Collier. This one by Osler. Headed off by Lely. Up to Rodriguez. Rodriguez cutting across. To Gomez. Gomez going into McKinney. McKinney pauses for a second. Shoots that one. And just to the left of the goal as looks like Rodriguez is not able to get there in time. Comes Westfall. Westfall slips there and trying to get this one taken away. Over to Lely. This one cut across to number 7, Martinez. Martinez going in. And Martin will easily pick that one up. Martin with the deep kick again. Westfall just missing that header there. Kicked off by Lely. Also with the header for Barron Collier. That goes out of bounds. And this will be Lely ball after 2 substitutions come in for both teams. This will be Michael Spinelli that will come back in for Barron Collier. Head off by Huber. Westfall. That goes out of bounds. And this will be Barron Collier ball. Barron Collier throws this one in. Taken away by Lely. Lely with the deep kick, and this will be Michael Rodriguez. I'll kick this one over to Bailey Martin. Martin, tremendous power there. Comes Ajuna. Over to Spinelli. Spinelli going in to Rodriguez. Rodriguez goes back. This one over to Rodriguez. Santangelo right at the edge of the in and out of bounds. This will be Santangelo to throw this in. A few minutes left in the first half. Santangelo throws this one in over to Westfall. That goes out of bounds, and a corner kick coming up for Barron Collier. Looks like block will come in for the Cougars. Right before Santangelo with the corner. Santangelo gets that one, and Lely kicks this one back. Santangelo with it. And he mishandles the ball. That goes out of bounds, and Lely will take over. Goalie kick coming up here for Hernandez. That goes out of bounds by the Cougars. Number 10 for Lely to throw this one in. Here comes number 11 for Lely. Going in. Kicked away by Barron Collier. A free kick coming up here. Actually, no free kick. That one kicked out of bounds. Clock stops at 2 minutes. Number 6 for Lely kicks this one. Martin there leaps up in the air, grabs the ball, and saves it. Number 6 for both teams collide there. That looks pretty painful. Looks like he got his head knocked with number 6 at Barron Collier, Michael Spinelli. And here the trainer for Barron Collier will check out the injured player. It's Donnie Rodriguez. That's be pretty painful. Luckily he got up. He will walk off the field there. Hope we see him in the second half. His substitution will be Olier Laura. This will be Santangelo with the free kick. This ball is now Santangelo, and now officially about to kick it. Kicks this one deep. Lely kicks this one away. Here comes Lely trying to get something, and that will be kicked out by Aaron Osler. Osler with it now. He kicked that one out. And that'll be Westfall that will collide with another player. He'll be called. Free kick coming up here for the Trojans. Martin easily grabs that one there. And that will be the end of the first half. Scoreless game, 0-0. We'll be right back. second half. Very good game so far. Make sure that watch our next live stream next Tuesday, girls soccer against Golden Gate at 7 o'clock. Barron Collier trying to take the first place lead in their district over Naples. They can do it tonight with a win over Lely. They're playing at Lely right now, and then Naples lost to Golden Gate. Headed off by Barron Collier. That was out of bounds by Barron Collier. That will be Juna that goes out that way on. So take over. Back pedal by Osford. That goes out of bounds by Barron Collier. Number 21 for the Trojans. That'll be number 17 for the Trojans. Bach, I'll throw that one in. That gets headed off by Barron Collier, number 19. And that is Michael Rodriguez there, kicking that one back out to safety. Lely will throw this one in, wasting no time there to number 19. That will be Santangelo, though, that kicks it away for a second. Comes Westfall. And here comes Ryan Westfall. Coming down the right side. He cuts back across. This one over to number 10 for Barron Collier. And that will be deflected off number 17 for the Trojans from Jenenbach. Here comes the Trojans with it now. Coming down the left side. Kicked away there for a second by Santangelo. Lely comes charging in. That goes out of bounds by... They're going to say goes out of bounds by Barron Collier. And now the officials review. And it'll still stay with Lely. This one kicked down. Headed off by Santangelo. Kicked away by Rodriguez. Here comes McKinney. McKinney over to Laura. Laura left side. That is kicked out by Santangelo. Corner kick coming up for the Trojans. 37 minutes left in the second half of play. We are scoreless. Great game we have here at Barron Collier. Here comes the corner. Headed off. Hits off the crossbar of the field goal post, as it will technically be out of bounds. And this will be Bailey Martin now kick this one in. 36 minutes left. This one going in, that would be taken away by Osler. And that will be taken over by Osler. Osler kicks this one all the way down the midfield. Hit off there by the Trojans. Now here comes Ryan Block with a block over to Ajuna. Ajuna trying to find, looks like, Spinelli. That goes out, stays in actually. Lely controlling it. Heads it over to Jenabach. Over to Valdez. Valdez over the corner down to Gomez. Over to McKinney. McKinney. That's that one taken away by Solin. Here comes Ajuna. Ajuna coming in. Cuts that one across to Spinelli. Back over to Alcina. Alcina over to Santangelo. Santangelo. And eventually that's taken away by the Trojans. Play coming down. That is headed up by Michael Rodriguez. And Sam Hubert trying to get that one. Lely keeps that one in bounds. And that will be Osler that will kick it down the field. Barron Collier has it safely for a second. And Ryland Westfall not able to get that. And substitution here coming in for Barron Collier. This looks like this will be Luis Mercado coming in. Waiting to see who will sit down or who will come to the bench, taking a spot. And it looks like that will be Thomas Santangelo going down to the bench. Luis Mercado coming in. Actually, no indication yet. Looks like you have to wait a second. That was kicked off by I believe that is Osler from up here. Santangelo with it over to Spinelli. Ryland Westfall misses that one. And here comes the Trojans coming down the field. Just across midfield. That is taken away by Ajuna. Ajuna gets that one taken away by Lely. Here comes Lely, and that is saved, and that will be picked up by Bailey Martin. Under 32. Scoreless game so far. Here comes Lely coming on the field. That is Martinez. And Spinelli kicks that one back. That one kicked out by Osler. way up in the air, and a corner coming up for the Trojans. And the far side corner coming up. Looks like taken up by number 10 for the Trojans. This one kicked. And kicked out by Osler. This will be Westfall with it now. Westfall coming in. He gets that one taken away by number 7 Martinez. Westfall slide tackles, and he is called for the penalty there. He does not like that. Here comes Lely. That will be Gomez. Gomez on the right side. And that is Chenabach, and that will go out of bounds by the Cougars. Corner coming out for the Trojans. That one just to the right of the goal. Barron Collier 1-5-2, 1-3 on the road. Their one win came on a 1-0 victory back in November 29th at Naples. Barron Collier came with a few close ones here. They tied North Fort Myers, tied Estero Clinton at the last second of that game. Lost at home to Immokalee 3-0. They lost earlier in the season at Lely 4-1. They are scoreless right now. They lost to at Mariner 2-1. In the last game on Tuesday, they lost to Immokalee 6-0, hoping to turn around their home season here. They're 0-2-2, hoping to get their first win of the season in a final district game. Here's Westfall. Westfall cutting this one across to Ajuna. Ajuna, he's tripped up there, maybe kicked in the shin. And this will be Lely coming down the field. Here comes Gomez with it. David Gomez on the right side. Gomez trying to get around Huber. Unsuccessful. Excuse me. And that will be a goalie kick coming up for Bailey Martin. This one taken over by Lely. Lely coming in, and that will be taken out by Osler. That one Off the mark there, Gomez again. That is kicked out by Barron Collier. Free kick coming up here for the Trojans. Yellow card called on Rylan Westfall. Here comes a free kick. They'll be taken over by Ernesto Nicasio. Nicasio kicks this one. Headed off by Michael Rodriguez. Now that is Santangelo on the right side. Kicks that one all the way down to midfield. Was Barron Collier trying to get something there. Picked up by Hernandez. That will be Valdez with the kick there. And now Martinez Camargo. Kicked away by Barron Collier. Here comes Ajuna, and that over to Alcina. That one down the side, deflected off by Lely, and this will be Michael's thrown in by Barron Collier. This one kicked way down the field over to Santangelo. Santangelo potentially kicks that one out of bounds. 23:42 left in the second half of play here. Lely to throw this one in. Had a few close ones for both teams. Otherwise, fairly equal game. Looks like Lely might have a slight advantage on control of the ball. But otherwise, a very entertaining game. That'll be Bailey Martin. That'll stop it there. He picks this one up before Martinez Camargo can do anything with it. Bailey, the deep kick across midfield. And that'll be number 20 that'll miss it there for Lely. And here comes number 10, Alcina. Or, excuse me. Juno with it. Taken away by Lely. Huber. The Sawin and a yellow card will be called on Lely. Looks like that might be number 20, Brandon Valdez. And that will be. Valdez goes to the bench. And number 22, Juan Alvia Duran comes in for the Trojans. 22:15 left in the second half of play. This will be Aaron Oxford that will kick this one for the Cougars. Free kick coming at the 27. He kicks this one in. Headed off by Lely. Block. Gets it back though. Back to Osler. Osler cuts around the corner. He kicks this one in over to Block. Block. Turning around. Here comes Huber. Huber unable to get that, and Lely brings this one back. So all the way back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez coming into Alcina. And that will be going in and out a few times. Out of bounds by Lely. And Thomas Santangelo will throw this one in. Santangelo, good throw in down to Juno. Juno saves that one from going out of bounds. Looks like that was Santangelo that lost his balance and Accidentally kicked that one out of bounds. Lely to take over. It'll be Mercado with a very, very, very high kick above us. Way above us and here up in the press box. And here comes Osler. Osler, the left side, kicks that one back. Nobody's there. Taken over by Lely. Here comes McKinney. McKinney down to Martinez. Camargo. He goes in. Headed off. Rebound. Save there. And Santangelo kicked this one away. Good save there by Bailey Martin. Seen quite a few good saves from him tonight. Barron Collier trying to get that one out. That will be solid. Now kick that one out of bounds. And this will be number 22. Alvia Durano will throw this one in. Throws that one into Martinez Camargo. And that will go out of bounds by the Cougars. Throw-in coming in here by number 17 of the Trojans. This one a deep throw-in headed off by Santangelo. Barron Collier trying to get this one away. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Barron Collier ball. Just under 20 left. Here comes Huber. Huber. Over to Ajuna. Ajuna cutting this one back. Hands over to Alcina. Injured Trojan on the field. That looks like that might be number 21, David Gomez, at midfield. And I'll finally call the injury here. And that is David Gomez out. Trainer will come out. He's rolling around in the field. Hopefully he is okay. While this happens, we will take a water break. Barron Collier scoreless with Lely 0-0. We will be right back. Welcome back. Scoreless game here. 17:43 left in the second half of play. It was. Apologize to all the headphone users there. A soccer ball just hit right next to our microphone on the field. And yes, we do have our wireless mic back. After a few games of it not working, we apologize for that, but we did find a solution to that now. And remember our next live broadcast is next Tuesday. Girls soccer takes on Golden Gate. And that is also a Twitter Tuesday, so make sure you tweet us your questions and comments then to BCSN Live. As this will be number 14, McKinney, that will kick this one in for the Trojans. Deep kick. Huber trying to get there to stop it. Here comes number 11, Martinez Camargo, and that is kicked out by Huber. Corner kick coming up for the Trojans. We will also have a next Friday. BCSN will be broadcasting Barron Collier and Golden Gate basketball. That'll be a good game over on BCSN. That is at 7. That headed off the field goal post, and that will go out of bounds. This will be Bailey Martin that will kick this one from the end zone. Martin, a low kick, but it is long. That will bounce out by the Trojans, and this will be Mercado that will throw this one in. Mercado throws this over to Westfall. That is picked up by Bailey Martin. A lot of action for Bailey Martin tonight. Make sure if you're watching this, also follow us on Twitter for any live updates and action as it happens. Our Twitter is at BCSN Live. You can find that into the link in the description of this video, as well as our website. Go check out our website. It is www.bcsnlive.com. This one going in, picked up by Bailey Martin. He slides there and to make the save. That kick just short of midfield by Bailey Martin. Goes out of bounds. Barron Collier will take over. That'll be Huber to throw this one in. Over to Block. Block almost gets kicked in the face there by number 17 of Lely. And Santangelo will throw this one in. Santangelo. Long throw over to Ajuna. Ajuna trying to get this one here. Ajuna, the chance. He gets that just before it goes out of bounds. Hands that one over to Alcina. Alcina over to Westfall. Westfall on the right side. Westfall goes in. Taken away out there by Lely. Headed off by Block. Headed off again by Sawin. And saved there by Hernandez. 14-12 left in the second half of play. We are still scoreless. Good game going on here. This one kicked all the way downfield to number 11 of the Trojans. That is Martinez Carmago. He has it now. Kicks that one across directly over to Luis Mercado. And this will be Sawin with it now. Sawin on the left side. He kicks this one deep down the field. This has a chance, and that will be picked up by number 13 of the Trojans, which we do not have a name on the Lely roster. So that might have been Anthony Alvarez, but according to the roster we got, that name is crossed out. This one kicked over to Lely. This will be up to number 19, Aldier Laura. Taken away by Mercado. Mercado over to Westfall in the midfield. Westfall brings this one over to Block. Block over to Ajuna. Here comes Block. Over to Sawin. Sawin has a chance here. Trying to get that one before it goes out of bounds. He does. 2-on-1. And Lely takes this one away, but Lely steps out of bounds there. That will be number 21, David Gomez, that steps out, and this will be a throw-in coming in for Block. Taken away by Lely. Here comes Michael Rodriguez. And his chance gets stopped. .12:33 left. That one goes out of bounds. Thrown here coming up for Mercado. And a pause and play here. And I think either Coach Nelson would like Thomas Santangelo to throw this one in instead of Mercado. Santangelo, huge throw past midfield. And here comes Barron Collier trying to get something. Alcina, down to Ajuna. 2-on-1 there. And here comes Ryan Block. Ryan Block gets that one taken away by number 13 of the Trojans. Number 13 falls to the ground. No call there. Here comes Ryan Block trying to get this one. Block. Unable to by Martinez Carmago. And now this will be Laura with it. Laura going down the field to number 10. I have a number on him. So that will go out of bounds. And he'll throw this one in. That one headed off by Huber. And now Solomon trying to get this one in before he goes out of bounds, and he will attempt to, but it's kicked out of bounds into the stands. That one thrown in quickly by the Trojans, and this one will sail out of bounds by Brandon Valdez. 10:40 left. This one will be thrown in by Santangelo. That will be Solon. He throws this one in quickly over to Westfall. Westfall coming in. Westfall cuts in. And taken away by McKinney and the Trojans. McKinney stumbles there. He's the last one to touch it. And Barron Collier throw this one in. Mercado. Short throw in. Taken away by the Trojans. Slide tackle there. Clean call, but Lely gets it back. That one over in. Thomas Santangelo will let that go out of bounds as he will throw this one in. Looks like 3 substitutions about to come in for the Trojans. Just under 10 minutes left in this game. Barron Collier has played a lot of defense throughout this game. They're definitely noticing it. That goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barron Collier. But 2 substitutions will come in for the Trojans. Looks like Dorselli and Rodas will come in. That one kicked out by Huber into the stands. Under 9 now. That one headed off by Rodriguez. And Santangelo kicks that one out. There is Martinez Cramago. He kicks that one out. And that will be Barron Collier that will kick this one way down the field. Here comes the Juna. And that will go out of bounds on Barron Collier. Lely to throw this one in. This one kicked in. Saved there by Bailey Martin. Bailey Martin has to have at least a dozen saves right now. He is playing a great game. That one kicked by him just short of midfield. He's kicked most of his goalie kicks way past midfield as well. That one blocked there by Solon. And number 22 for the Trojans will throw this one in over to number 11, headed off by Santangelo. That will go out of bounds. That one thrown in. Lely trying to get this one out of the reach of Barron Collier. That will be picked up there by Bailey Martin. Another great save and grab for him. Bailey Martin with a deep kick. Right at midfield. That will go out of bounds. Sterling coming up in here for the Trojans. That one thrown in by number 17, the Trojans. Trying to get that one out. That is kicked out by Rodriguez, and now Westfall. He needs to get that one out in a hurry. That will actually be deflected off by Lely. Barron Collier will throw this one in. Substitution now coming in. Looks like number 18 for the Cougars will come in. A few more coming out to the bench. And this will be Mercado that'll throw this one. That one gets headed out. Lely ball. Lely wasting no time here. Throws that one in. Here comes Lely. And right to Bailey Martin. Good pick up there by him. And he will show off his strength there. He kicks that one all the way to midfield. Sawin trying to find Westfall. And Santangelo heads this one off over to Huber. Huber with a chance now. 4:55 left in this game. That goes out of bounds. Both teams calling for it. Barron Collier upset with that. Lely gets it, but this will be Alcina with it now. Alcina kicks this one over to Mercado. Mercado needs to get there if he wants to save that from going out of bounds. He does. Alcina with it now. Alcina kicks this one all the way across the field to Huber. Huber almost gets tripped up there. Doesn't. Huber trying to find Westfall. Westfall not there. Huber gets that back. And that will be deflected out. Actually still in bounds there. That will be Sawin rushing down the field to get that. Slide tackle there going. And here comes number 18 for the Cougars. Back kick there by Barron Collier fans coming in. Apologize for the smear there on the screen. Free kick coming up here for Alcina. Alcina kicks that just to the left of the goal. .312 left in this game. Hernandez taking time off the clock there for the goalie kick. Here comes Lely. Taken away by Alcina. That'll actually be Santangelo. Huber. Taken away by the Trojans. That will be a free kick coming up here for Barron Collier. Clock about to stop in a few seconds. And this will be Thomas Santangelo to kick this. Barron Collier only 2 to 3 minutes left. Santangelo, the short kick over to Huber. Huber with it now. The clock stops at 2 minutes. And Lely takes this one over as Huber goes to the ground. Alcina trying to get that one away. Now Rodriguez. Rodriguez gets that one taken away by number 17, Lely. And now we go out of bounds by the Trojans. Barron Collier ball. Mercado will throw this one in. Throws this one in to Alcina, who is right in front of him. Alcina kick down there over to Westfall. Westfall passing that one to nobody. Alcina trying to get that one there, and he is taken down to the ground. Barron Collier ball. Barron Collier hoping to get their first home win of the season. That one taken away by Lely. Does not go to bounds. Now Alcina trying to get around. And he gets hit down the ground hard. And he's out there on the ground. Hopefully he's okay. He got hit there hard. He will stay in. Free kick coming up here for Barron Collier. Golden opportunity here. Looks like this will be Ajuna with the free kick. This one going in. And just to the left of the goal. Barron Collier thought that something should have happened there. And actually a corner kick coming up here for Barron Collier. This will be Solon that will kick the corner. Here comes the Cougars. That one overkicked. Gets that one on, and he scores! Barron Collier takes the lead. Trying to see who that one is. That looks like that might have been Alcina there with the goal. Maybe number 18. Barron Collier. Great goal there in extra time. Lely this will probably be their only chance here. That one kicked off. Westfall trying to get that one right away. Barron Collier the 1-0 lead. This one, Sawin with it. Sawin over to Westfall. And an offsides will be called on the Cougars. Actually will go out of bounds before anything could happen. Deep throw in. Right over to Thomas Santangelo. Santangelo over to Sawin. Over to Ajuna. Ajuna coming down the field now. Trying to seal the deal here for Barron Collier. He breaks through a few defenders, and that one will go kicked out of bounds by Lely. Here comes Lely marching down the field. And that will go out of bounds. Actually, Bailey Martin trying to get there to save it. The referees say it will be a corner kick coming up for the Trojans. This will most likely be their final chance here. Quick kick coming up here. Taken out by Alcina. Lely getting this one back. He slides out. And number 22 there trying to get the ball away, and he is not allowed to do that. Barron Collier taking their time here, as they should. Free kick coming up here. For the Cougars, yellow card awarded to number 22, Juan Alvia Duran. Hopefully this will just be one last kick here for Barron Collier. Up 1-0. Clock did stop about 4 or 5 minutes ago. Barron Collier taking their time. Kick here by Santangelo. Someone misses that. And Westfall will throw this one in. Actually, it'll be a Lely ball. Barron Collier, the win here. This will be their first home win of the season. And here comes Ajuna, and that will go out of bounds by Lely. No call here yet by the referees. One of the referees checking the stopwatch. No call on anything yet. Barron Collier taking their time. This will be Herrera to throw it in. Herrera, short throw in over to Westfall. Actually over to Ajuna. That will go out of bounds, and a goalie kick awarded to Hernandez and Lely. And that will be it. Barron Collier gets their first home win of the season with a 1-0 victory over the Lely Trojans. Thank you for tuning in tonight on BCSN, and we will see you next Tuesday night for girls soccer as Golden Gate takes on Barron Collier. Good night, folks.